When you are scrolling, you are distracting yourself from what you know you are supposed to be doing. And of course, at the time it feels great. But during this scroll, you end up coming across some short videos that give you tools on how to start being productive and how hard work is the only way to make it. So you feel guilty for being lazy, and these short videos spark your motivation to finally start the routine you've always wanted. This is finally your chance to make your goals a reality. You feel like the man, but then you are suddenly hit with the ideas of all the other sweet things you feel you're missing out on from keeping this strict routine that will bring you closer to your goals. So a few days in, you decide you've had enough. You don't even know if your hard work is going to pay off, so you decide you aren't willing to bet on a future that may not ever exist. And instead, you kill the chance of it ever happening because you'd rather guarantee yourself some sort of pleasure in the present moment. So you begin scrolling, only for the cycle to repeat over and over until you eventually click on this video because you're sick and tired of your scrolling addiction. I'm with you, brother, because this was me for too long. For too long I let my life spiral out of control because I couldn't put my phone down. When I decided to finally find the strength to put my phone down, my brain would come up with every excuse as to why I should pick it back up, and this cycle would repeat not daily but hourly, leaving my mind dazed and confused. But I'm here to tell you that I have a solution, and if you truly want to achieve success in your goals, if you no longer want to waste time, and you want to regain that tremendous work ethic that you used to have, I'm gonna be honest, your scrolling addiction has to stop. These constant dopamine hits attained from scrolling have fried our attention spans. The majority of the population can't even watch a TikTok without some GTA gameplay at the bottom. It's absurd. But this also means that it's never been easier to succeed. So if you genuinely listen to what I'm about to explain in this video and apply it to your life, I guarantee you will be so far ahead of most people, including most of the viewers who will be unable to watch more than 20% of this video because their attention spans are so destroyed. And ironically, these are the people who need to watch this video the most. To first fix your scrolling habit, you need to understand why you can't stop scrolling. I realized I couldn't stop scrolling because it was my escape. I kept using it as my escape because I wanted to avoid doing my work. This meant I was stuck procrastinating, and it seemed as if I had just completely lost my motivation. I remember how motivated I was when I had first started my YouTube channel in 2020. I could do the work for hours on end with ease, and I was constantly progressing in my goals. But I had become a faint shadow of that person. And why was that? Because I had a habit of excessively scrolling. See, this is why it is so important for you to pinpoint exactly why it is that you keep picking up your phone to scroll endlessly. And in this instance, I kept scrolling because I was avoiding my work. And when you really think about it, it makes complete sense. The dopamine I was getting from scrolling was far superior to any dopamine I would have released from doing a deep work session. So of course, it made perfect sense that I was sacrificing my goals and ambitions for cheap hits. And I realized every time I would pick up my phone to doom scroll because I didn't want to do my work, I was effectively sacrificing those things. But 8 months ago, I eventually stumbled upon a concept that ended my scrolling addiction and transformed me into someone who has become extremely productive. And that concept is known as delayed gratification.
You've probably heard of delayed gratification before,
but you've probably been thinking about it the completely wrong way. See, delayed gratification is where you resist the temptation of an immediate reward in an anticipation that there will be a greater reward later. And the ability to delay gratification has been linked to numerous positive outcomes, like achieving success, physical health, psychological health, and social competence. Don't think of delayed gratification as such a chore. Instead, you need to reframe the question from what do I have to give up to what can I still get. Think of a workout. You may be delaying fun right now, which in this instance the fun is scrolling, to go to the gym and hit that workout. But you can still have fun right now by going to work out with your mates. So realize you can creatively come up with ways to actually make delayed gratification fun. And understand the level of gratification you will receive from a workout or any difficult task is far superior to that which you would get from something like scrolling Instagram. You also need to start helping out your your future self. Start thanking your past self for making the correct decisions, and start doing favors for your future self as you would for your friend. You're tired as hell and you're staying up late because you want to scroll through some reels. Sorry, present self. I'm turning my phone off and going to sleep instead, because I'm doing this for future me. You wake up and the first thing you do is grab your phone to scroll while lying in bed. Sorry, present me. I'm getting out of bed and reading instead, because this one's for future me. Start doing stuff for your future self and it will bring great momentum into your life. If you want to finally stop scrolling, it is essential that you begin to meditate. You don't have to meditate for long at first. Even 5 minutes is great. The reason for this is because it allows you to start regaining your focus that was destroyed because of your excessive scrolling. See, most shorts or reels, would you say, are like 10 seconds on average. This means that every time you scroll, you are getting a new context, a new thought every 10 seconds. And you don't even watch more than 2 seconds of some of these videos that you are scrolling by. So what does this mean? It means the more time you spend scrolling, the more you are consistently shortening your attention span over and over, and you lose the ability to concentrate on any thought for long. This is why meditation is essential, because it allows you to rebuild your attention span and gives you the ability to focus on a thought for longer. If you aren't sure how to meditate, just go on YouTube and look up a 5 or 10 minute meditation and follow along to the script. I do this every day before starting into my work, and it has really helped me to keep focus. Now, when watching a video while scrolling, ask yourself, why do I really care about this? What am I learning from this? And after questioning every short, reel, and mind-numbing piece of content, you will realize just how stupid the majority of these videos actually are. To cut down your screen time, find yourself some new hobbies, like reading instead of scrolling. This is because you need to occupy your mind, because if you leave your mind idle, you're just going to want to pick up your phone again and scroll to avoid the boredom. And in one of my previous videos, I explained why boredom is so important. Here's some rules I followed to reduce my screen time. No scrolling in bed before I sleep, no scrolling before doing my work, no phone while at the toilet, and no reaching for my phone before I have gotten out of bed in the morning. If these become non-negotiables for you, then you will significantly reduce the amount you scroll and ultimately restore your desire to do your hard tasks. Because once I applied the concepts in this video into my own life, I completely transformed. I began to post frequently on my YouTube channel for the first time, and you can see the success that has brought me over the last 8 months. And I started to consistently go to the gym every day without much of a struggle, because my dopamine wasn't overloaded. And once I stopped my addiction, I started to truly enjoy being productive, because the feeling I got from completing hard tasks I'd set for myself felt great. So do yourself a favor and sacrifice the cheap pleasures you're getting right now for your future success. And I guarantee future you will be looking back with so much gratitude. Because imagine if you had to look back and think, I could have been great. Nah, not us. Through hard work we grow. Peace.